Hi, my name's Seth Castile with Underwater Dogs.
I've volunteered at animal shelters all over the country, and there are millions of pets looking for forever homes, and they need our help. One of the best ways we can help them is to take a better adoption picture.
One picture saves a life.
In this video, we're going to talk about cameras. I'm going to teach you some tips and tricks about point and shoot cameras, as well as how to use my preferred setup, a digital SLR camera with 50mm lens.
So if you're using a point and shoot camera, let me point out a couple of tips. Number one, don't use any flash. When you use flash, you're gonna draw out really strange colors in the cat's eyes, blue, green, yellow, orange, whatever. So turn your flash off. Number two, put your point and shoot camera in sports mode. If your camera has a sports mode, put it in sports mode. That's gonna allow you to have the fastest shutter speed possible so the cat is not a blur. Number three, if your point and shoot camera has burst mode, basically allows you to press the button and take several pictures in a row, the chances of you getting a special moment are gonna go way up. So put your camera in burst mode. So no flash, get your shutter speed up by action mode, sports mode, and burst mode. Now, every point and shoot camera is a little bit different. So I recommend these things, but experiment, get your camera out, try different modes, get into your situation, and practice. Talking about working with digital SLR cameras and why they're so great for shelter pet photography. So here we are in a parking lot. It doesn't look like it's a great place for photos. We have a garbage can, we have a big concrete pillar, we have all kinds of weird signs, notice. We have a lady in a weird, mysterious 70s vintage coat over here. I don't even know who she is. And then we have our friend Ozai, who is our dog we're helping today. As you can see, it's maybe not a great place to take a photo. However, if you have this setup, which is this Canon camera and 50mm lens, what we can do is we can have Ozai come over here and sit down. Ozai, look! So if we have him sit down over here, we have a beautiful little backdrop that's natural, that's leaves. We have the sun behind here, and we can create a very beautiful fairy tale portrait, which is gonna help Ozai get out of here. I love this picture because it's so inviting. If you're online and you see this picture, number one, there's no negative elements. We don't see any concrete, we don't see any bars. We see a nice, natural, green setting. It looks like he's in maybe a beautiful park. And then Ozai here, the focus is on Ozai. There's no weird distracting elements. It's just really about Ozai. He's very positive, he's looking straight at us, he's smiling, he's saying, hey, come adopt me. You'd have no idea that this garbage can and this concrete pillar were there based on the photo. Let's talk about working with digital SLR cameras.
You can get some pretty good shots with point and shoot cameras as well as phones, but I'll tell you what, a DSLR camera with 50mm lens is the perfect setup to take photos that save lives.
And it's not much more expensive than most point and shoot cameras. You can actually afford it. I'm gonna show you how to use this to take fantastic pictures. Step number one, attach your 50mm lens to your digital SLR camera. Wait till you hear a click. Turn it on. Step number three, turn your camera mode to AV, which stands for aperture priority. Step four, using this dial here, turn down your aperture to the lowest possible number. Remember, the lower the number goes, the faster your shutter speed, which means sharp pictures. And the lower the number, the blurrier the background. Now let's work on your focus. We want to make sure that we have sharp pictures. Here's this little automatic focus button here. If we click this button, we have one shot, AI focus, and AI servo. I always recommend putting the mode as AI servo. If the cat moves a little bit, the cat will still be in focus. Also for your lens, make sure it's an automatic focus mode. There's manual, and there's automatic. Now we need to set our focus point.
This will help us get sharp, in focus eyes and a blurry background.
So we're gonna click this button right here, which is our focus point button. We click that, and here we have AF point selection. As you can see, we can select this point, that point, the bottom point, the left point, all points. We actually want to choose the center point and the center point only. So you can see I got the single point automatic focus mode. And what I'm trying to do is just put this point right on the cat's face. There you go, that works. So if you follow these basic steps, you can take absolutely beautiful photos to save lives. There's obviously a lot more you can do with this camera here, but if you keep to those bare essentials, you got a winning plan.